Hello and welcome back to another one of Paul's beer reviews. Hope you're doing well. I've got a wheat beer to review. It's a wheat beer from Lidl and it's simply called wheat beer. They release this one seasonally and it is the beginning of September now. We're just coming into Oktoberfest season, so Lidl normally will put out their German seasonal offerings, and seeing as Lidl are a German company, they normally get it right. They do a fest beer, which they usually bring out at the same time as this one. And I really like that one. That's a Marzen, or a Märzen, as pronounced in Germany. That's a lovely beer. I've had this before, but I haven't reviewed it. And I do enjoy a Weizen, or a wheat beer. This one is coming in at 5% ABV. It's in a 500ml can, 99p. 99p. There's the artwork. We've got an illustration of a German beer wench, although she only looks about 9. So I don't know what she's doing working anywhere that serves alcohol, but that's another matter. What's it say? What's it say? Not a lot. Cloudy wheat beer. Contains barley and wheat. It doesn't tell you where it was brewed. But I do know that they release a fest beer around the same time. I know that's I'm pretty sure that's brewed by the same people that brew their Patronus, the Lidl Patronus Weiss beer. So it's German brewed. It's brewed to the Reinheitsgebot, the German purity law. It's a 5% wheat beer. It's 99p a can. I'm going to stop waffling, get it out of the can, into a glass, and see what it's all about. Obviously, traditionally, most wheat beers are in a bottle. This one's in a can. So there you go. So let's see if it's any good. Not much aroma coming from the initial can opening. There was a little bit a sediment that came out of the bottom there, just to kind of cloud up the beer, but I poured it into a wheat beer glass. You see that? You see the sort of cloudiness that's just been added to it there, just working its way down the beer. Certainly looks like a Weizen. Certainly looks like a wheat beer. Apparently this glass is filthy, but there you go. But yeah, it's got that hazy, dark amber colour with a solid one finger, slightly creamy looking head on it. Yeah, with it being a wheat beer, obviously it's malty heavy, wheat heavy, so it gives it the body. But yeah, let's get me starting, see what the aroma is. Obviously with a traditional Weizen, you're looking at sort of clove, banana, maybe a touch of toffee in the aroma. Let's see what this one does. All of that. Ripe bananas. Touch of toffee, touch of sweetness, touch of spice. It smells lovely. That smells absolutely fine. Got no issues with that whatsoever. Let's get stuck in, shall we? Cheers. Oh. I've had this before, but it's the first time I've had it in a while. And it's the first time I've bothered to turn on the camera whilst drinking it. That's really good. That's really good. It's 99p. How? That's 99p a can. It's really good. So it is spicy. There is a touch of banana there. Oh, but it's got really good body to it. Really good body to it. As most Weizens, being wheat heavy in the malt, it really coats the palate. There's a lovely spiciness that lingers at the back end of this one. There's nothing wrong with this whatsoever. Oh. Yeah, it's good. It's good. It's balanced. It's light. For 99p, it's going to be light. It's not... There's no one feature to this Weizen that's jumping out at me. When you compare it to the big boys, the Paulanas, the Erdingers, Franziskanas, Weihenstephanas, they all have one particular aspect that jumps out at you. If you're an Erdinger drinker, which is probably the most recognisable brand, the Erdinger one I find is more spicy. It's more towards like the clove and maybe a touch of pepperiness at the back end. Excuse me. If you like your Franziskaner, which is my personal favourite, that leans towards more of a sweetness. I think the banana is slightly more pronounced. There's a bit more of like a toffee element to it. It gives you kind of more of a banoffee type Weizen. This one is balanced. It does a bit of both. It's got the banana. It has a bit of toffee. And it's unmistakable. It's there. But it's not in your face. And then just as your palates acclimatise into that banana, banoffee, slight spice, then it goes up a notch with the spiciness. The cloves kick in. The malt bill kicks in, takes over the palate. And you're left with a very slight sort of peppery spiciness at the back end to it. And it just dries your palate out enough to make you want to go in for the next mouthful. Make no mistake, that is quality. That is really good. That really is good. How are they selling that for 99p a can? I'm baffled. I'm baffled by it. It's not the best Weizen I've ever had by any stretch, but there's nothing wrong with it. There's just nothing wrong with it. For 99p for half a litre, 99p for a 500ml can, you would expect it to be noticeably weak or noticeably lacking, but it's just not. It's just not. It does everything you want a decent Weizen to do, without it being over the top, without it being any one particular characteristic that you remember it by. That kind of sounds bad. I'm very sorry, it's rather gassy. It does everything a Weizen should do, but measured, held back slightly. When you're selling it for 99p a can, it's obviously going to be produced on a budget. But it's absolutely fine. Absolutely fine as Weizens go. For 99p, it's a steal. Massively drinkable, really refreshing. It's a lovely ripe banana, cloves, and the malt bill takes over, really coats your palate. Oh yeah, and there's that lovely sort of spicy back end, slightly peppery back end, but you can still taste the bananas and the spice. It's nice. It's really nice. Really, really good. I'm amazed with it, really, to be honest with you. 99p finally, 500ml can. And as I record this, I'm not sure what the date is. Wednesday, is it? Thursday? I think Lidl are starting their German festival thing tomorrow, this week. So this will be available again with the Fest beer. I recommend you get both for the money. They're both quality beers. I really enjoy this beer. It's the first time I've had it in a while. I really enjoy it. I'm really well happy that I've done the review. Taking into account the money, I think that just makes it taste even better. I'm going to give that a solid 9 out of 10. Well done. Well done, whoever brewed it, whatever their name is, I don't know. But it's a Lidl wheat beer and it's really, really good. 9 out of 10. Give the video a thumbs up if you've enjoyed it. I've really enjoyed doing it. Until my next one, you take care.